What's up, YouTube? Welcome in for some more gold stake Balatro. In this video, things get off to a pretty rocky start as we struggle to find a source of any chips until pretty late. However, once we get our chip engine online, the stars align for us to create an incredibly powerful run with a myriad of scaling jokers. As always, if you like what you see here, subscribe and like the video for daily Balatro content. Thank you so much for watching. Generally, I don't run predictions on... Well, that's a crazy top deck. Okay. Generally, I don't run predictions on the first run just because there's not a ton of people in here, so the channel point economy tends to, like, not do much. But, I mean, it's your guys' channel points, so if you want a prediction, I'll run a prediction right now. Otherwise, we'll just play the run. Immediately, Ride the Bus is, like, an insane shop one. Isn't it pronounced Michelle? I've heard it pronounced the same way. I'm sure it's Michelle, but I've heard people say Michael and heard people say Michelle, so I just like rotate between them. Imagine not having C++ focus shock. I've never said that because I don't have it. What do you mean? Okay, so we'll take the stickerless Ride the Bus. That's like a huge start this early. Do we want the buffoon pack? I mean, we might as well, right? She turtle on my bean till I extinct also. Bro's a poet. Hello, Aiden. How we doing? So here's our first, like, big decision of the run. We need a sticker on Banner, and Banner with Ride the Bus is, like, a really solid early game strat. But I have two problems with this. A, it's eternal rental, so this is losing us $3 over the course of the game every round. And furthermore, it's Banner. So maybe this is not the best. I think let's go with Zany Joker. And we could even sell him for interest, which I think I'm going to do. Is that Zany? Yeah, it's Zany. I don't really think that's what we want, though. We could go for the straight. We could go for a flush of some kind. A flush is probably going to have face cards. Maybe we don't care that much about that this early in the game, but, like, I would like to, I mean, Ride the Bus is phenomenal. I would like to scale it ASAP if I can. Let's maybe just do this. Or even like this. Zany my goat? No, Zany should not be your goat, bro. Zany my goat is a crazy sentence. Zany is horrible, bro. We both know it. I have a new character I'm addicted to playing in Rivals. Yo, low-key, I have not played Rivals in, like, so long. I need to hop on Rivals. Chat, Rivals stream? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, straight with +2 molt, I think, gets us out. Zany is so fire, though? No, he's not, bro. Zany? She invisible on my Joker till I 2 out of 2. That's crazy. Wily Joker better, I'll say it. That plus molt is absolutely fire. Hell yeah. I'm always down to play in 100 ping. Somebody said the fuck is Marvel Rivals? Have you just been living in a cave since, like, December? What? No shot that's real. We could go Celestial Pack. Everything else is probably... Well, we're never going Wily because, again, Eternal Rental. And also, like, 3 of a kind is kind of a garbage hand to play towards. Popcorn's, like, okay, but it kind of messes with our interest, which is a little bit annoying, but maybe it's just, like, the best play here. Mega Arcana is, like, cool, but, like, what do we want from this realistically? Because we're not going to be at, like, Hermie value, right? Brother's been sitting in the core of the earth? Now, dead ass, dude. What up, Mike? What's good, Dan? All right, let's just take the popcorn go next, and then we probably only need, like, 1 flush to clutch up. Yeah, we can go for the hearts. Or maybe not? Okay. I mean, I'm not that gutted over it, because now we can just, like, farm some Ride the Bus value. And we get the flush here. Okay. Zetu's fine. Another one? Hold on, brother. Welcome back, Zany Joker. You were not missed. We could take a standard pack. The Arcana is like a little bit more enticing now, just because if we hit a Hermie, we get buku bucks. She pop on my core until I plus 20. That is wild, man. Let's take the High Priestess and just see what's in the box. I kind of want to block with both of these. I feel like both of these. I guess with like Ride the Bus, maybe high card is doable, but that's also like 9 times out of 10, our high card is going to be a face card. So that's probably flying a bit close to the sun for Ride the Bus. I think we just block with both of those. We can get past, with a plus 16 on Popcorn, we can definitely get past Small Blind without any chip jokers. Like, I would love to see a chip joker, but like, we don't need one immediately, per se. Let's play the low straight. I've played like 11 hours of Black Panther in a day, I'm assuming is what you meant by that. She ride on my bus till I produce plus 1 molt. That's crazy. Aiden with the 3-stream streak, or 5-stream streak. How did I go from 3 streams to 5? The fuck? Magic? Magic deck? Balatro reference? So with Ride the Bus, Burglar is like phenomenal. And on yellow deck, it's specifically, it's kind of cool because like we're already at interest cap, so this is just more money. Kind of like Burglar here. I would love to see a Hermit in here. We do not see a Hermit in here. I would love to see foil on Ride the Bus. I think the ideal play is Devil, but like if we get the foil, we got the foil, just not where I wanted it. But okay, regardless, I'm like somewhat okay with that. I even thought about selling the Popcorn just because I knew that was gonna happen, but you know, it is what it is. Polychrome? No, we don't want Polychrome. We want a chip joker. Eat these, what eat these? Okay, now we can just play, we can just sit here and play pairs for the whole game. Just average gold stake things. Just sit here and play pairs until the end of time. You know how it be, chat. You know how it be. You remember this part of the video game. Just, you know, you click that gold stake button and it's just immediately pair simulator. All right, awesome Eternal Mail-In to go with my Burglar. Eternal Mail-In and Perishable Hit the Road to go with my Burglar. This game loves me, can't you tell? There's an argument to be going back in time. I think when we have Ride the Bus, and especially with our econ being set like this early in the game, probably going back in time is really bad here. Because it gives us less hands for money, and it also gives us less hands to be scaling Ride the Bus. We could pop a Priestess and hope that it actually gives us what we want this time. We could pop an Emperor and hope for like money. I think Magician is like not that great yet. Kind of want Emperor. Hungman to get rid of face cards. Devil. Just for money. That works for me. Surely Shock doesn't play a high card face card and lose the entire run. No. I'm okay. With as bad as I am with like selling runs that definitely have potential, I don't think I've ever, like, the last time that I sold a Ride the Bus run by playing a face card was deadass probably like 2 months ago. Onk Burglar for real. I think if I was gonna onk any, for the record, I don't think onk is the play here, but if I was gonna onk anything, I think it would be Ride the Bus, just because like two scaling plus mult jokers is kind of an auto win. The only thing that kind of makes me not want to do that is because A, we wouldn't have Burglar or Chip Joker for the time being, so it makes our early game a little bit less reliable. But like maybe it's considerable here, because 2 Ride the Buses is pretty much just like if we get a plus mult Joker and if we get Mercury levels, we just like auto win. But there's no guarantee that we're going to get either of those, right? So I think maybe we just play like a Talisman or even a Red Seal. I think Talisman for this early in the game is probably much better. Could also just hang them here so that I have room. Let's hang a Queen and a 5. Put a Talisman on... I mean, is there really... like, does it matter what we put this on if we're just playing pairs? Just put it on a 10, I guess. Keep the Devil card for in this PvP. Yeah, see, the Mark is kind of unfortunate because I can only cycle one of these face down cards at a time unless I want to gamble on... Because like if I were to do this hand, it would be ideal, but like these could be 2 jacks or 2 queens, and then I play 2 pair face cards, and then I just screw myself. Not super relevant when we're this early in the run, but like it's still a little bit scary. I would have actually onked the bus there. I mean, there's definitely, probably smash like. We probably could have gotten away with it, but I like to play conservatively when I have econ. But yeah, I mean, it was not a bad play whatsoever. I mean, fool for hungman here is like cool, but fool for just in general is like kind of sick. Let's take clearance sale into this Arcana pack. Okay, we can fool Hermie. I like that. It's in the box. I mean, Eternal Chad is never anything that we're sad about, right? We have a gold seal in the deck that we can just look for forever. Clearance sale after buying Fool, smash like. It's fine. Because originally I was going to pass on the clearance sale, but then I was like, no, that would be passing up too much value. And also there's a Hermit in this pack, like guaranteed, right? Eternal Chad we're never sad about, but like we kind of have to like play into this because the only thing that we have that Eternal Chad cares about is our gold seal, which like $9 is really, really cool, but like that's out of our entire deck. That's the only thing. I still think Eternal Chad is like good enough here to just pick up. I don't think there's ever been a run where I've been sad about buying an Eternal Chad, right? Does Drunkard Burglar work? I don't think it does, but I almost want to test it just for science here. I'm not going to, because I'm almost certain it doesn't work like that, but like I am a little bit interested. Mystic Summit is not normally something I would pick up, but it is just free molt here because we already have the Robber. Okay, this is the absolute worst pair that we can play. And we're scoring 2,000. Granted, that is with foil popcorn. Okay, this is a little bit unfortunate, but I think with our Joker lineup, this is fine. Let's Devil the King for right now, and then let's death this gold seal. Ship it. Grab a $12 hand. That's pretty sick. Okay, our popcorn is eaten, so we need... I almost said eated, bro. That's crazy. We need a chip Joker. Let's maybe, before we start re-rolling, look in the standard packs. We have a foil card, which is really good for right now, and a blue seal, which is also just, like, incredible. So that's a snap pick. And then a rock. I don't like rocks whatsoever, but with 7 hands, we can probably see a lot of our deck. Maybe we just take the rocks so that we can live if we get, like, turbo unlucky with chip Jokers. Bang. Per usual, Shock buys items, then clearance sale. Photo Chad next shop, trust. Bro, what? It does if Drunkard is last. I didn't know that. That's actually kind of sick. Yeah, Photo Chad, ride the bus is best synergy for sure. I beat you with a rock in multiplayer? That's so true. I'm still pissed about that. Just kidding. We can pick up Juggler to make our Temperance a bit better, and also just Juggler is like kind of good. Pick up a Tower. Hey, Photo Chad, smash like. Good synergy, right, guys? All right, let's go next. We could pick up Investment Tag, but like we definitely don't need that. We just need A, planet cards, and B, a chip Joker. Maybe not necessarily in that order, but like, you know. Whichever. This definitely wins because we have the rock. Just barely doesn't. Smash like for pair of 2s. I mean, high card almost assuredly wins here, right? High card, yeah, we need like how many points? Okay. I was gonna say let's find the gold seal, but no. Me when streamer doesn't take Photo Chad when Chad is eternal, bro. We're fine. We've already started cutting face cards. Okay, if we hadn't cut face cards, I could have taken Photo Chad, but A, Photo Chad is lame. B, ride the bus is like, it's fine for what we want to be doing. Kiwi's blessing meant nothing, bro. We're fine, chat. All right, let's pick up these 2. Reroll. Cringe. Let's take the buffoon pack. Neither of these are a chip joker. We could just take up Jolly for more points than Juggler, because Juggler probably means nothing to us right now, but it's also an unstickered joker, and like we don't need extra molt right now, right? What's the mod that shows the molt at the bottom of the jokers? It is Joker Display. Very good mod. I would highly recommend. Especially if you're a streamer, but also just like it's very convenient in general for playing the game. If you die, it's because you didn't do photo. Yeah, probably. Chat, we're not doing it. I'm pre-firing. Everybody's saying it. We're not doing a throwback run. I'm sorry. We're not doing a throwback run. That is not happening today. Do chip jokers exist? But why? It's cool, bro. Okay, so notably, I was about to freak out because we have Burglar, or because we have Needle, but notably Needle is shut off by the Burglar, which I completely forgot until just now, so that's kind of cool. We can keep the gold card and then snap off a 2 and a jack, just so that we have less face cards that we're playing. Chat, doesn't it feel so nice to be able to play multiple hands on the Needle? I was 100% expecting for Kiwi to start summoning demons when you skipped the photo. Well, I mean, give him time. Give him time. There's still a chance. Let's pick up the strength and then go immediately into this buffoon pack. I just need, like, pretty much any chip joker, man, here. I'm just going to keep it a stack. Zany would have helped there, by the way. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. Is Bean better than Juggler? It is immediately, but like maybe we care a little bit about levels. The mouth is a nothing burger because we're pretty much only playing pairs anyway. I mean, Bean is better, obviously, than Juggler, but like... Well, I mean, let's think about this. These two are probably in our lineup forever, just because more hands with Burglar is insane, and like Chad is more money with the gold seal. It's more scoring with the glass and the rock and the foil. Mystic Summit and Juggler are probably on the chopping block. I don't see us keeping either of these for the full run, just because that's like the nature of pair builds, right? We need a chip joker and we need a times molt joker. So maybe because we are thinking about rotating out the Juggler, we just take the Bean here. I feel like there's a green joker next to Ante, and I say that... and I say that he shows this Ante just to spite me. Alright, let's take the Bean here. Let's take the Bean here. Reroll Riffraff 8-ball. Awful. That is a chip joker, but it's not an incredibly enticing one. I think we take this Mega Standard. That's a chip card, but it's not one that we can effectively play. So maybe we just skip. We have Buffoon Tag, but that's probably not ever happening. We could potentially Strength Kings into Aces, but other than that, I don't really think we care about the Strength. Put the rock in front. I want to play big hands first, but okay, I was just gonna say now I kind of want to sack for our blue seal and or our gold seal. How much does like pair of threes score here? No extra chips. 770, that's perfectly fine. We're scaling Ride the Bus. And I essentially just want to find my my blue seal, because if we're not going to be able to have a chip joker, then we at the very least need to have like some form of chips. Sly Joker next Ante, don't worry. I mean, Sly Joker is unironically just like better than Mystic Summit, right? Yeah, let's just play this. I would really love to see the blue seal. Unlucky. Does mean we get to keep both of our tarot cards, but I don't think we care that much about that. We do get to farm some money off of this Chad pair, though, so, like, I can't complain that much. Grab the $8. Cartomancer? Like, what is this producing that we care about immediately? Hierophant. Immediately Hierophant, and Hierophant falls off immediately after we find A, chip joker, or B, Mercury cards. But it is a rental, so, like, maybe... I think we check everything else in the shop first before we make our decision, but, like, there, we could take Cartomancer, potentially. None of these help us. Maybe Full House with the Bean is doable. I think Carto is pretty good. Hello, Kita. Well, like, what do we care about besides Hierophant that the Cartomancer produces? Immolate's cool. It could hit face cards. Could also hit a blue seal, which is pretty tragic, but, like, this is just more money. I think we always Immolate. It hit a face card and didn't hit blue seal. That's, like, damn near as well as that could go. Scares you? Lamau, did y'all see how scared he got? Thanks, Led. We also have to think about, okay, we're calling this out because it's not stickered, so we want the gold sticker on this, but, like, if this is a rental, are we really keeping it 4 entire antes and some change? I want to say no. It's not a definitive no, but I want to say no. Turtle Bean is also pretty cool because, like, we have, on a deck as thin as this, we have higher chance of drawing our gold seals, which probably give us more tarot cards than Cartomancer does because of the money. We can draw our purple or our blue seal to get Mercury cards. We can draw our gold to get more money. We can draw rocks to just live. Why did you take Eternal Chad? Because you're never sad about Eternal Chad, bro. Eternal Chad, just off of these 2 gold seals, has given us, like, $15 of value already. More than that, because I'm an idiot. It's given us $18 of value because we've chatted the gold seal twice. Maybe even more than that. He didn't take photo. Well, I mean, we could have, but I think Ride the Bus is more consistent with a burglar lineup. I don't remember if we had burglar then, though. If we didn't have burglar then, it was a misplay. But if we did have burglar, I think Ride the Bus is just way more consistent late game. Jokajola? No. Uranus? We could take this for right now. Do you have tips for black deck? I forgot how crap it is. We did have burglar? Yeah, then I probably always stick with Ride the Bus. No, I don't have tips for black deck. I am debating starting a YouTube series. Chat, let me know if y'all think this is a good idea. I am debating. This was sparked. Okay, a little bit of a lore update. After we did Hello Grimbo and Baron. Grimbo's way worse for right now, but I think Grimbo Ride the Bus is just like an auto win, and it's also Grimbo Burglar. What's good? Hey, Orange. How you doing, man? Chat, we have a minor leaguer. I called it? Yeah, true. I feel like there's got to be a trick to black deck, but I don't know about it yet. Okay, so here's some lore. After I got done with stream on Saturday, after we got done like watch partying a bunch of people, first off, I watched a bunch of streamers. Orange Aces was one of the streamers that I watched, and Orange Aces absolutely flattened the competition. I don't even know how that happened, man, because you're the GOAT. Because you're the GOAT. Orange Aces got to top 4, damn near uncontested. Is that the guy who took all the good negatives? Yeah, Orange Aces got to the top 4, damn near uncontested. Bro put up the best fight of all time, especially for somebody who's like very new to multiplayer, comparatively speaking. Anyway, so I got done watching like all the streams and stuff. The only tip I can think is try and remember that you have a 6th Joker slot on black deck. Yeah, if your name is Focus Shock, you forget that you have a 6th Joker slot, which is somewhat troublesome sometimes. Focus Shock looks like my shelf. What does that even mean? Anyway, I kind of want to get rid of Bean here. I'm not super confident that we can get rid of Mystic Summit yet and survive. Like, getting rid of Bean feels bad, but I think I'm just gonna do it. Anyway, so I played some Gold Stake after the tournament and everything wrapped up. I beat red deck first try, blue deck first try, yellow deck first try. No, yellow deck died to ante-8 boss, but that's because I got distracted and was stupid. I could have played around it and won. So I'm counting it as a win. Beat green deck first try, so I 4-streaked Gold Stakes on my phone while I was watching a movie with my mom after the tournament. I got to black deck and I got immediately destroyed, as one does on black deck. You know, typical black deck things. I got eviscerated immediately. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just run this back. Oh, we need the rock, like, very badly here. Black deck rocks? First shop, Riffraff gave me foil, swash, and delayed grab. Bro, what? That's literally just a free run. What? That's literally just a free run. Now you just need dagger, for real? Okay. Here come the dagger sympathizers. Anyway, what was I saying? Black deck, it sucks. I got immediately eviscerated by black deck. I was like, okay, typical black deck things. We'll run it back. Died again. Okay, we'll run it back, yada yada. I must have lost. I've been playing it all weekend to try and prove to myself that I can beat black deck Gold Stake. I must have lost after win streaking the first 4 decks in a row. I must have lost like 24 black deck Gold Stake matches in a row. And this has spawned an idea in my brain to make like a not Twitch stream, but like a YouTube series where I like sit down and record and we just do a bunch of Gold Stake runs on only black deck and try to win streak black deck Gold Stake eventually, and just like pick up tips for what works and what doesn't, because it was it legitimately was such an ungodly loss streak of mine that it like sparked some creative energy, and I was like, okay, I have to like make some sort of YouTube content out of this. C++ only black deck stream. I don't think I would ever take it that far, mostly because vanilla C++ has taken me like what, 2-3 months now. But like, I thought about it just because like black deck took down the doc. I'd watch. I'm afraid to even attempt black deck. Black deck sucks so much, man. My entire like thesis behind doing this is Doc Spectred is like the LeBron of Balatro, and Doc Spectred's Gold Stake win streak of 60+ games was dethroned by black deck. So my logic in like doing a series like this is like, okay, if one could master black deck Gold Stake, like there are decks that suck outside of black deck. I don't like Nebula deck. I don't like Anaglyph deck. But like black deck is by a mile the biggest offender. So if one could master black deck Gold Stake, one would like by a mile increase their chances of like Gold Stake streaking. That's like my entire point behind potentially doing something like this, is just to try and like increase the Gold Stake win streak like potential, I guess. So I don't know. Let me know if that sounds like something that would be silly, because I would definitely do that. Riffraff procced again and gave me egg, but I didn't want to interrupt you again, bro. That's literally just a free run. Yes, do it. Okay. Orange Ace has told me I had to do it, so now you know. Now I have to do it. I wouldn't want to upset the goat, you know. No, but like I don't know. I feel like I don't know how frequently I would do it, or even if I would like continue it past like an episode or two, but like I have this idea and I really want to set out on it now, because I feel like if we could just like get a definitive list of like, okay, this works on black deck, this traditionally works in Gold Stake but doesn't work on black deck, like if we could just get a bunch of runs, get a large sample size, and narrow down what works and what doesn't specifically on the black deck, I feel like that would be a great like a great piece of information, a great like educational resource for future Balatro players. See how you can streak on every deck would be a great series. Ooh, that's actually good. That's actually good. Has anybody ever done just like singular deck streaks? I feel like that would be... Chat, what do we think would be the best deck for gold stake win streaking? Probably yellow deck, honestly. Yellow deck or blue deck, I feel like. Or maybe not like the most... They don't give you like the most explosive numbers. Maybe not the easiest to play, but like they're the most consistent, right? Yellow deck in particular. I feel like both of those would be kind of goated. Maybe Plasma? I don't know. Plasma, you would need a lot of, yeah, exactly, not as consistent. You would need a lot of playtime in Plasma for Plasma to be good, because Plasma gold stake is like, there's a lot of navigation that you have to do to get it to work. Plasma deck in the gold stakes needs a very good pilot in order to produce results, right? Okay, is it worth greeting for the blue seal here? Almost definitely not. Plasma messed a lot of people up in the tourney. Yeah. I feel like it isn't a popular multiplayer deck. I feel like there's people who like it that like make it popular, if that makes sense. Like I feel like the community as a whole doesn't really like it, but I feel like there are quite a few people that pilot it. Abandon isn't a bad shout either. Yeah, Abandon would probably be pretty consistent as well. Abandon might actually be better. I think Abandon is great. Yellow is great. Okay, we get the Saturn planet card, kind of cringe, but I would rather get a Saturn planet card than die, so that's like perfectly fine. Oh, Mercury in the shop. Let's go. See, this is interesting. I don't love this, but we need a sticker on it, and like it's a chip joker for right now because it's foil. I think if this was just straight rental, I would slot it in for Mystic Summit. But Eternal, I maybe don't love this because we're either getting rid of Mystic Summit. Essentially, we're always getting rid of Burglar for this, right? Which is kind of cringe and kind of defeats like half the purpose of taking it. Because if we get rid of Mystic Summit right now, then we have to get rid of Burglar sometime down the road to get Times Molt, and then it's just the same analogy in reverse. If we get rid of Burglar right now, well, we just lose Burglar. Plasma is ironically cruel. True. People think Plasma is easy because the first ante is so easy. Well, I think it's just like a white stake diff, right? Like Plasma white stake is like brain dead easy because the blind scaling on white stake is like just small enough where if you just chip maxing for the end game is not a good idea on like gold stake Plasma at all, much less like the lower stakes, but like white stake Plasma you can get along perfectly fine by just chip maxing, right? So I think people see that on white stake and they're like, oh, this shit's easy, you can just chips max your way through the whole game, but like that's not how it works on once you like even on green stake and above, once the blind score scales like even a little bit, it's just not feasible unless you have like Wii Chad, right? I really want this, but I don't know if it's worth giving up Burglar, because also like we're relatively weak, so like we want to be able to see the blue seal is like the best thing that we can see for leveling up pair, but also like our rocks we really want to see just so we're not dying. I guess we could take it because I've been saying this whole time we need a chip joker. We could potentially get a sticker on this. I think it's fine. Let's get out of Mystic Summit maybe. I think it's fine for right now, and at the point where we find like we can find Blackboard to replace Burglar with, right? And then it's just kind of over. I think we're okay. Sell you, don't need Dusk. All right, let's rip both of these now. We have no discards for the time being, so the purple seal, while it's normally pretty good, is like maybe not good until we sell Burglar, and I have no intention of doing so right now, especially with the rental reserved. So maybe, I mean, we could keep this for like reserved parking value. I don't know. I don't love that. This is also really awkward on a ride the bus run because we've been cutting so many face cards, but like it is what it is. Got a Mercury card. Let's go next. The mouth, unless we get obscenely unlucky, is just a nothing burger. We'll pop Devil on the blue seal immediately. We're gonna have to get a little bit greedy to keep the blue seal, but I think it's like well worth it, right? Yeah, reserve parking was actually like such a misplay in retrospect, because like when you're playing Ride the Bus, you always want to be cycling your face cards out. This was such a huge blunder. But I put my money blinders on because I'm a greedy little boy like that. It's alright. It's a chip joker, chat. It's a chips joker. It's a plus 50 chip. It's a sly joker, but with a different like texture. That's all we need right now. Honestly, that's it. Like, we got a gold sticker on Sly Joker relatively early on. That's all I'm gonna say. This could function as a Sly Joker, and I wouldn't be sad. Chat, W Copium. Anyway, Pluto is sad but still usable. Uranus is the same type of deal. Don't love either of those, but like we can work with that. Well, not off to an incredible start. Definitely not off to an incredible start. Bro, is bro cooked here? Kind of looking like it, honestly. I don't know if I'd say cooked. We're cycling the blue seal, which feels really bad, but we need a pair so that we can get these face cards out of our hand. There we go. Level 4 pair is already just like so much better. Yeah, we need times molt like really badly. Blackboard here would be phenomenal. I'm not even particularly mad. Constellation Planet card. Selling Burglar for this is risky. I'm gonna rip the Buffoon pack and see if there's anything better in here. Would you look at that? There is absolutely not. I think it's a necessary sack. He's scoring the bare minimum he needs, so he's getting slightly cooked with a lighter. I mean, yeah, kinda. So we roll down a little aggressively just so we can scale Constellation. Not selling parking. Does bro not see the Eternal sticker on it? It might be over. Chat. You just don't believe in the master, and it's kind of hurtful, I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy how you don't believe in the master, bro. The double gold seal, actually a misplay because well, not technically, because like what are the odds that I draw into another 10 so that I can play another pair? Like pretty low, right? Play a pair of rocks. That should still count as a pair, but I understand why it's not, why it doesn't. Hello, someone unknown. It's going well so far, thank you. The Mega Celestial is pretty cool. Let's hopefully get some money. Not a lot of money, but we can work with this. Stone cards have no rank. Yeah, I'm aware. That's why I said I understand why it's not a pair, but I wish it was. It would make me happy. I thought that was gonna score 10k less points. Nah, you're tripping, bro. Okay, go next. The Serpent is fine. We just can't play. We just can't like cycle extra cards if we're playing pairs, which like whatever. 4 of a kind should be 2 pair. See, I agree, but people say that there's a good argument for why it's not, and I don't remember what that argument is, but I remember it being explained to me, and I remember going, okay, that makes sense why it's not. So I'm not like that hung up about it. This is going to score like Dookie, but we're going to win anyway, so I would like to keep our aces for our last hand. I'm going to get rid of some Grimbo molts just to maybe see the blue seal. Okay, we see the gold seal. I'm not super sad about that, but I would have loved to see the blue seal. Get some extra money off of parking as well. Yo, we need planet cards so badly. Like, Constellation and 2 scaling plus Molt Jokers are going to be fine for Molt. We just, like, we really need... I might even consider Planet Merchant here. I know that's deranged. I know that could, like, get me thrown in the loony bin for even saying that, but, like, I might even do it here. These are both terrible. Ectoplasm actually helps us score. Maybe Ecto is actually not that bad. It's bad for parking, but like we already established that parking was a misplay. I think Ecto here is actually just really good. I'm gonna take Planet Merchant. Lost 2 Grimbos for money. I think that was really worth. Ecto for sure. Yeah, if we're playing pairs, Ecto is like not bad. Ho ho ho! Look who makes his return, chat. Chat, remind me. Who said this run was cooked? Chat, remind me. Remind me. Who said this was cooked? Bro said Santa Claus. Shut up, chat. That was perfect. Holy. Okay. I mean, now we just kind of win, right? With what, 7 hands? Like that's pretty chill. Oh, careful there, Skipper. What are we doing? Even high card here. I mean, like, all of our scoring is coming from our jokers. Yeah. Just do this. I don't know if I like the negative ride the bus. It could be better, could be worse. I mean, there are worse negatives, surely. Chat, are we negative red card fans here? I'm gonna be honest, I liked negative red card the first time I saw it, but the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, that looks off. Just get Card Shark and GG. Yeah, Card Shark is also really good. Poly red card better? Yeah, I 100% agree. Preston with the 1 biddy, I appreciate it. I don't remember what it looks like. It's like, okay, this color of the negative ride the bus. It doesn't make any sense that it's this color because it's yellow as opposed to red, but it's literally like the edge of this ride the bus. It's literally this color, but like the whole thing. It's up for debate if this run is cooked or not. I think right now we're like completely fine because we're just going to keep hitting planet packs and then we're chilling with scaling Constellation. Hitting our blue seal is going to be very important, and also like there are a considerable number of ante 8 bosses that are maybe not so good. Also, I would really love to fix some of these face cards out of my deck because they are low-key pissing me off right now. If we can continuously hit our blue seal, I mean, this is kind of just GG, but like it's looking like we're probably not doing that. You have director's cut? Yeah, but there's like... It's not just one boss that kills us from the ante 8 bosses, right? Like it's a pretty... Like Crimson Heart is not awful here, but Crimson Heart's pretty bad. I guess Verdant Leaf isn't terrible, but like depending on what we get with Chad, Verdant Leaf could be pretty bad. Vessel is more than... Unless we get another Times Molt Joker, Vessel is more than likely just a death sentence. Like, I don't know. We definitely have much better odds with... what's it called? With director's cut, but like we're not completely out of the woods, right? I just searched it up. I'm not the biggest fan. Yeah, like I don't know. It's not awful, but I think it's overrated. Okay, let's play the pair. I would like to cycle as much as possible, man. This blue seal in our deck is going to be so crucial to winning. It's going to be so crucial to winning. This gold card feels so bad, but like I just always want this out of my hand. It's alright. Hello, Probad. How you doing? Foil Astronomer. Some of the foil jokers look sick. I think a lot of foil jokers look like really nice. I'm not gonna lie. I think on like... Okay, I was gonna say 9 out of 10 jokers, but I can't say that definitively. But like... I think on a lot of jokers, Polychrome definitively looks cooler than negative. Gonna lurk while I clean and exercise? Well, I hope that both of those endeavors go well for you. Welcome in, Ginger. Can a nat negative show up for more stickers? I mean, we already got an ecto, like, and also we have 130 gold stickers out of 150. Like, what are the odds that the nat negative that shows up is something that we need a sticker on? Like, very low, right? Hieroglyph, there's maybe... What's our boss? There's maybe some incentive. So I said before that we didn't want Hieroglyph because we don't like the -1 hand when we have scaling jokers, but like now that we have 2 scaling jokers, we have almost 80. If we play one more hand, we have 80 plus mult from our scalers. We have scaling times mult, and we have burglar. There's like definitely an argument for taking Hieroglyph, right? There's definitely an argument for just going back in time. I don't think that would be awful by any means. We'll see how the ante treats us, or how the blind treats us, I guess. Play the high card. 53k on a rock. Ooh. Ooh. Might as well do this for keeping him in hand for right now. Don't really see a better target. Steel cards feel so bad, and like I'm not used to using steel cards, man, because like I'm so pair-brained for gold stake, and like they just feel so bad in pair builds, because normally like even if you have a level 20 Mercury, your steel is giving you like what? It's like 10 mult. Like it's not insignificant by any means, but like it's I don't know. It just like never feels great. I lost Story of Black deck for real. Okay, that's what I wanted. We really want another purple seal, and we really love that it's... Or purple seal, Jesus. Blue seal. And we really love that it's not a face card. Cringe. I kind of want to go back in time here. I'm like a little bit scared. I think if we go back in time and we just like scale stuff more, we'll be kind of chilling. Needle boss when I had card sharp. What are you gonna do? Yeah. Violet Vessel rerolling to Verdant Leaf when? I mean, Verdant Leaf isn't terrible. Verdant Leaf's actually good for us, no? Verdant Leaf is like more of a blessing when we have -1 hand size, because debuffed face cards don't count as face cards for bus. So we can just shit out whatever pair that we want on Verdant Leaf. I think Crimson Heart for us is a lot more sad than Verdant Leaf is, unless we get like Glass Tech. But like, I mean, what's our pair at for Glass Tech right now? I guess Chad Glass brings it up to what, 80 mult? Okay, so maybe I'm tripping. Maybe Glass would be really good on Verdant Leaf. Is it raining? No. Chad, I might be schizophrenic. I thought it was raining for a second. Let's play the pair of 10s with the rock. Let's see if we can hold this blue seal the whole time. I think it's going to be relatively impossible, but like there's a chance that it's not. Let's do this. Am I real? Wait, what? Let's do this for the money. And we're just like scaling hands, so it's fine. That's a problem. Don't score out. I want the blue seal. Dude, I get so anxious whenever I select a face card. Hole. Okay. Kind of sad that we're only getting 1, but I would rather get 1 than 0. Bro. Solipsism? Did I say that right? Solipsism? Solipsism? I don't know, man. I thought the eternal tag on Chad was the multiplayer identifier for a second. No. We're just taking the eternal Chad gambit, because like, why wouldn't you? I'm gonna go back in time. I don't even know if we need to, but like with burglar, I don't really see a point in not doing so. I mean, we have Chad, right? So like this isn't incredible by any means, but like with Chad, this is pretty sick, because this will go up to like 16.5, and then it goes up to like 25. Yeah, I mean, this is not incredible, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Excuse me. We'll just take this. It's still Pride Month for another 12 minutes. Chat, Pride Month ends in 12 minutes. That's kind of homophobic, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of cringe. I'm gonna be honest. Of course, the polychrome card that we just got is debuffed. That's so huge. I feel like we probably could have one-handed this if it wasn't. That's so sick. And now we're not going to get blue seal value. That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh, I didn't think that would win. That's fine. I think, therefore I am, but I wouldn't admit that publicly. It's still gay here for a couple more hours. You're so real for that. I get to go back to buy Erasure Land. Oh wait, it's always buy Erasure Land. Goodbye, gay people? Bro. What? Yeah, let's take the Arcana pack. Maybe don't need the standard at this point. I mean, I think all of this is pretty lackluster, but can at least use Empress for like Chad tech. Let's try and get more blue seals, man. Blue seals are gonna win us these games. That's kind of tragic. We could take like a lucky 10. I think none of that is really worth. Let's reroll one time. Let's take the Venus. Hey, thank you, Afflictions. I appreciate it, man. In 2 and a 6th hours, I could play straights again. So true. Yeah, we're definitely saving $10 to reroll this boss, because this boss is like kinda impossible where we're at. This hand is dookie. Yet we still win, chat. Yet we still prevail. Your relationship is straight passing. If you can't tell, Fruity, that's on you, to be honest. So real for that. Okay. Telescope is going to give us Mercury cards, which is really cool. I love me some Mercury cards. Oh, thank God I can play more consistent pairs. Get those stupid kings out of here. Multiplayer, my beloved. Not now, Dusk. Garbage, let's go. Oh, I should be saving money. Okay, chat, I can't spend like anything in the next shop if I'm gonna be making the here, let me just fool for this, and then I'll play this hand, and when we inevitably draw another face card out of like the 2 in our deck, we can just hang them both, call it a day. I should clip that out of context. Bro, what? That would do numbers. TBF. Unseen is never living Dusk down ever, poor guy. So true. I still give it, bro. I still give him crap. I think the more egregious, like the Dusk sucks, but his opponent had like 3 Dusks or whatever. He's never winning that match. I think the way more, I think the way like freakier play is the shop 1 Black Deck Gold Stake Eternal Rental Stencil. I crashed out when I saw that. Oh my goodness. That was so funny. I felt so bad. The bait just got to him, chat. It was over from the start. I've never been so enraged. We all had a psych ward moment with the stencil. Bro, I was genuinely questioning reality. I was freaking out when he took the stencil. I was like, what are you doing, man? That was so funny. Oh. How do we only have a level 2 straight? I've been taking like every single planet card that I could get my grubby little hands on, and we have level 2 straight? Are you serial, man? The bait was cooking? I mean, apparently, dog. I promise I'll get multiplayer at some point. Sick. And we can 1v1 Black Deck. Oh, God. Do we have to? Do we have to? Bro played a straight mods because it's still Pride. Yeah, I knew that was getting said immediately. For the bit, yes. Okay, that's, you know what? That's fair. Verdant Leaf! Pog! Wait, we could just sell, but wait, Verdant, okay, whoever said Verdant Leaf was bad in chat, I was like giga braining, but I was way overthinking it. Verdant Leaf is actually fine because we could literally just sell Burglar after he gives us the hands. So whoever said Verdant Leaf was bad, I said you were wrong, and I was also wrong for how I explained it, because it was literally just, you know, we could sell the Burglar and then then we're fine. So you know, we're both idiots, but that's okay. That's okay. Probably not playing the 2-pair. Let's just go for the regular old pair. Would love a blue seal to pull up. No? Okay, that's fine. Does this retain polychrome if I make it a rock? I forget. It does, right? Oh, that's actually like a giga play. Polychrome rock is so good. Yeah, polychrome rock is so good. At least we were idiots together. So true, bestie. On Jod. What if deck all gay rock? That is not happening in this run. I would love for that to happen in a different run. That shit is not happening in this run. I'm not about to get like 60 deaths. Shock, did you miss me? Were you sad that I didn't show up early? Yeah, I was... chat can attest. I actually cried. I like bawled my eyes out, man. I was like, where is Gangsta when I need him most? Should have seen Raffles' video. True. I forgot he did a video like that, Loki. He did do it. He did do an all gay rocks video. I can't watch Raff. Oh yeah, I know. I forgot about that. Yeah, you mentioned that the other day when Raffle came up. I forgore. Shock ending Pride with a bus stuff run is true allyship. True. All right, we'll strength it up just because, like, what else are we getting? No, streamer missed wheel. Is he selling? Is streamer selling? He missed a wheel, that idiot. Okay, fool for another strength. This is final boss, right? I'm not like big blind brained. Okay, no. So we just buy everything that we can and we go next. We get extra hands from Burglar. We sell him and we win with the gay rocks. Everybody cool? One hand. I'm sorry, that was like super... That was probably like deafening in the mic. My bad, chat. But we did it. Bro missed 2 wheels? No, dude. It's okay, it would have hit Burglar anyways. Yeah, but like... We could have gotten pride points if he was polychrome before we murdered him.